EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Down the left sideline. And Fowler taken down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Once again, Judkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 10 carries, 63 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. When you look at this Browns defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Ravens at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Henry up the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick here is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Sanders. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Browns have been seeking a receiver to make plays downfield and create excitement among the ranks, and they found him in Casey Concepcion. A great separator and terrific after the catch.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
2 yards on the pick.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. From the 41, here's second down and 8. Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now Jackson. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Carson Schlesinger with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Sanders to throw. That's to the second-year tight end, Harold Fannin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw is Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch gets him 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun, it's Shedeur.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Sanders.
That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he returns this to the 22. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carson Schlesinger with a pick. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Set to kick off.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Second and 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
13 yards. And the Ravens first down.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, Henry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Ravens 3.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here are the Browns to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing, Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Carson Schlesinger with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, stars. They touch the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. He'll
get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the zone read, this is Judkins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Sanders. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A first down carry for Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Looking to put a drive together. Allen, the man in motion left.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on. Hey, move it, 19.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Here comes third down and 7. Here's Sanders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Here's first and 10. Now Jackson. There's Lane on the slant.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Here's first down. Jackson.
And Walker with it over the middle. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Throwing, Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.